Greetings to all, my name is Grudar and welcome to day 9 of Magic the Gathering Eldritch Moon spoilers. Yes, my background looks like crap, but I'm experimenting with my lighting, so now my face should be way more well lit. Let's get into the spoilers. Permeating Mass is 1 green for a 1/3 spirit. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, that creature becomes a copy of Permeating Mass. What? So this is a 1-drop that can block 2/1 creatures without dying, and it can block big butt creatures, and then they become 1/3s. Or you can give it first strike. I mean, if you give this first strike, it's just insane. I mean, if this blocks Emrakul becomes a 1/3. I mean, what? Such an insane card. This will be a limited bomb. It's basically Death Touch, except different, and with cool interactions. And outside of limited, yeah, this will probably see play, at the very least in standard. Noose Constrictor is 1 generic 1 green for a 2/2 snake. With reach, you can discard a card to give it +1/+1 until end of turn. Yes, this is a great card for limited. And you might be thinking, what? Discarding cards? Green doesn't have madness. Well, you don't necessarily need to play only green, you can also play red or black, and green is also one of the delirium colors together with black. And black also happens to be one of the madness colors, so yeah. Also, it's a bear with upside. It's a 2/2 reach for 2, which is good, and it has some great extra effect. Wolfkin Bond is 4 generic 1 green for an enchantment. And with enchant creature, when it enters the battlefield, you get a 2/2 green wolf, and enchanted creature gets +2/+2. No, not even for limited. I mean, it doesn't give trample, it's only a single 2/2, and the enchanted creature only gets +2/+2, so it's not raised by wolves, and it's absolutely not Elephant Guide. So, and it's not Knightly Valor. I mean, it's basically strictly worse than all of those. So yeah, no, I wouldn't be too excited to play this even in limited. One of many rough translations for the day is Stunning Regrowth, which is 3 generic 1 green. For a sorcery, return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It's a commander card. No, actually, they might have thought about standard with this, with like a green-black delirium deck, where you just put a ton of stuff in your graveyard, and then on turn 4 ramp a lot, but it might actually just be too slow. Modern usually finds a way to break weird cards, so this will probably do something in Modern. Second rough translation is Working Together, which is 1 generic double white. For a sorcery, escalate tap an untapped creature you control. Destroy target creature with power 4. Choose 1 or more. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Destroy target enchantment. Or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. So I guess the art is pretty cool because it's Gideon with zombies following him, which is kind of flavorful with what the set is all about. And yeah, if you just tap 1 untapped creature, it's already a great card. If you tap 0 untapped creatures, it's not that good, but it does have a lot of uses. it's a good card. It's a good card. It's good for limited, maybe for standard. This will probably see play in standard token strategies. Another rough translation is Sigardas Blessing, which is white for an enchantment. You may cast aura and equipment spells as though they had flash. Whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach it to target creature you control. Wow. Wow. Seriously. This is insane. It makes all of your aura and equipment have flash and have no equip cost for the first time. For the moment it enters the battlefield. So, yeah, that's insane. Flashing in something, even like a pacifism, flashing that in before the opponent goes to attack, bam! Or flashing, does it, yeah, you can like flash a Brawler's Blade in and equip it to something and make it have +4/+2, and if it's a human, when it dies you get a 1/1 spirit with flying. And wow, this is gonna be so broken. This is gonna be broken in modern. People are gonna find a way to break this in standard. This is gonna be insane in commander. This is good and limited. This is even good and limited. It's insane. It's a great card. Wow. Another translation is Mausoleum Wanderer, which is 1 blue for a 1/1 spirit with flying, and whenever another spirit enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and you can sacrifice it to counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays X, where X is its power. Wow, that was hard. Yeah, it's basically Curse Catcher, except it's not a merfolk, but it's a spirit, and it has an effect when other spirits enter the battlefield. And spirits usually get flash with like rattle chains. So yeah. Do play this card in spirit decks. I really think spirit decks are gonna be viable in standard, because it's looking great so far. They have so many great creatures, and I'm gonna be playing spirits. In limited, this card is okay if you have some spirits. Even if you don't really have a lot of spirits, it's still a good card. Outside of limited, yes, we'll see standard play. It will probably also see play in blue-white spirits in modern. Heron's Grace Champion is 2 generic green and white for a 3/3 flash human knight with lifelink and flash. Did I just say flash twice? I don't know. When it enters the battlefield, other humans you control get +1/+1 and gain lifelink until end of turn. Humans. Humans are by far the best archetype in standard, and they're getting even more amazing cards. Really. Like, oh, with something like this, giving all your other humans +1/+1 and lifelink on the left turn, and getting a 3/3 lifelink human on instant speed. Wow. Really. Obviously, this card is great in limited because it's a 3/3 lifelink flash and it buffs your humans if you play any humans. And in standard, yes, it's gonna see play in green-white humans because humans. Outside of standard, probably not really. Imprisoned in the Moon is 2 generic 1 blue for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature, land, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with tap, add colorless to your mana pool and loses all other card types and abilities. Story spoiler. This basically means that, from what I can see here, Nissa and Tamio will Imprisoned Emrakul in the Moon. Or at least it seems so. And about the card, wow, it's insane. It's basically Song of the Dryads, except more brutal if they play green. And yeah, it hits Planeswalkers, which makes this card great. And it's blue. Blue needed some good cards, and this is a good card. But in Standard we'll probably not see play because Standard decks are all fast and have puny little creatures. Stupid little Standard. Except if Super Friends becomes the best deck, then this will see heavy play. In Limited, this card is amazing because it's basically removal. This is also a great card to combo with the Sigarda enchantment we just saw that gives all your auras and equipment flash. Courageous Outrider is 3 generic 1 fight for a 3/4 creature human scout. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a human card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Meh. Meh. It's a 3/4 for 4, which is not terrible, I guess. So it is playable in Limited, but outside of Limited, it's probably too slow. That's it. It's probably too slow. Olivia's Dragoon is 1 generic 1 black for a 2/2 Vampire Berserker. You can discard a card and it gains flying until end of turn. Wow! It's an infinite discard outlet for free. So this is amazing! It's a valid effect, flying is great, and you get to enable Madness for free. It might not be as good as Heir of Falkenrath or Stormkirk Mentor. I don't know what the black one was, I'm sorry. But in Limited, this card is great. So that does it for day 9 of Eldritch Moon spoilers. I think tomorrow is gonna be the day they just reveal all of the remaining cards. So I'm gonna be working on those for a long time. I don't really know when the next video is gonna be, but I'll see you then. So I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you then. Bye!